Let's start with the rapid fire rounds. The first question is, how long does it take you to get ready in the mornings?
45 minutes.
Favorite color?
Green.
What time of day are you most inspired?
The evening.
How many hours of sleep can you survive on?
5.
The city in which the best kiss of your life happened.
Mumbai.
How do you relax?
I go for a stroll.
How many cups of coffee do you drink per day?
2.
The most valuable skill you've learned in life.
Patience.
Favorite Netflix show?
Castaway.
Are you an early riser or night owl?
Night owl.
One word description of your leadership style.
Trust.
Coffee or tea to kickstart your day?
Coffee.
Top priority in your daily schedule?
Get things done.
Ideal vacation spot for relaxation?
A beach.
How do you approach market positioning for a platform like Ericsson's mobile financial services, especially when your customers range from telcos to banks and fintechs?
You see, financial services is a broad spectrum, okay? When it comes to different users, okay? When it comes to different providers and technology offering enablement vendors like ourselves, okay? So from that point of view, if you look at the telecommunications operators, they might be wanting transfers, payments, remittance, buy now, pay later use cases, okay? But if I then go to the segment of retailers, they're focusing upon potentially payments, cashback, incentives, or other kinds of bonuses, yeah? Going towards banks who might want to kind of look into lending, saving, insurance, etc. So from that point of view, what Ericsson is doing is it's trying to get one stack platform that can address the different verticals of customers, no matter a telecommunications company, no matter a retailer, no matter a bank or a fintech over the top player, okay? And that is how we try to position the different capabilities of the platform to our customers in the different use cases that we can enable for them.
How do you then tailor messaging to resonate with such varied stakeholders while maintaining a unified brand narrative?
I think it is important to go into every meeting prepared and also understand the audience for that meeting. So if it is the technology organization that you're addressing, then you kind of tailor your messaging accordingly. If it is a business slash marketing, you address the messaging accordingly. And at the same time, you need to kind of know the insights of what customer you're actually working upon, no matter the organization that the people that you're meeting in that are coming from. Okay. That helps you really tailor your messages and be prepared, do a dry run internally, and then go and give your best shot.
So, with over 119 million active users and billions in monthly transactions, how do you turn that scale into a competitive advantage in new markets?
Look, we have been proud that through our customers, who have created these financial services ecosystems, where our technology is deployed, we are able to handle such massive volumes of transactions and transactional value, right? Now, that has come about. Why? Because we have offered a scalable, stable, and secure platform. Okay. And I think these three key words are important in order to kind of see what is it that other players in the different customer segments, as I have highlighted, will need and can look towards Ericsson as a brand in order to kind of address their technology challenges and work towards their revenue growth, their business optimization, and turnaround time.
Are there any specific data insights or behavior patterns that help you adapt faster to local market needs?
Yeah. Look, data is a vast domain in itself. Okay. And I will say you can never kind of complete all of it, but you need to kind of continuously work towards bettering how you offer your capabilities or how you offer your services in order to better the turnaround time and also the total cost of ownership. Okay. And from that point of view, we are constantly looking into how our APIs and features are used by customers, and what aspects of those capabilities and features are used that can be bettered in order to kind of give a return on investment. And at the same time, as we kind of look into what data insights we collect with respect to how we operate and provide services, we are trying to see the total cost of ownership going down with respect to the turnaround time, with how we resolve issues, we give consultancy services, or we carry out transactions with respect to execution of different business development opportunities.
Ericsson has long supported telecom led mobile money ecosystems in Africa. How are you adapting your offering for new audiences, and regulatory environments in markets like Europe?
Look, Europe having, you can say, all the regulations in place, a big, strong banking infrastructure in place, heavy penetration from fintechs and OTTs in place, and banks' own offering, right? Ericsson is trying to offer a technology that can encompass a lot of financial services use cases for anyone that is looking for a stable, scalable, evolving technology. Okay. From that point of view, when it comes to regulatory compliances, when it comes to security compliances, when it comes to organizational compliances, okay, be it in the form of payment service directives, GDPR, the SEPA, the SWIFT integrations, or for that matter, other kinds of ISO certifications that are needed in order to truly give a compliant solution and offer a strong payment card industry certified solution is what Ericsson is doing, and how we wish to kind of support customers in Europe and other developed markets through our technology.
Are there features or services that had to be fundamentally reimagined for European deployment?
I would say yes, uh, one size won't fit all. And then you need to kind of look into how we can create those innovative use cases that will connect with the audience and the customer segments in Europe. Okay. If I give one example, okay, parental control is a very relevant scenario where the parent could decide what the child has access to in terms of funds, and how that funds can be used and transacted at different destination points. Okay. And this is one of the innovative use cases that we can support through our technology and position ourselves as to why Ericsson should be looked forward to as a reliable partner in mature markets.
So you've led successful go-to-market strategies in global fintech ecosystems. What are the key pillars of a robust GTM plan for financial services products today?
I think the fundamental pillars are definitely to kind of get your technology right. Okay. Build an organization that is looking into all aspects of the financial services ecosystem, be it legal, be it regulatory, be it operations, be it technical, and be it marketing and consumer facing. Okay. And on top of that, you definitely need to kind of motivate the people, and have like minded people in order to kind of get an ecosystem going over and above getting the right licensing in place. Okay. When you connect technology, people, organization, and licensing in place, then you create a solid foundation for your go to market plan, which then will identify what use cases you want to offer, when you want to offer, and take those evolutionary steps accordingly.
In your experience, then, what's often underestimated when launching in a new geography?
I think when you go to a new geography, right, something that every business would like is a hockey stick growth. Okay, but sometimes you need to kind of plan that evolutionary steps in a, you can say, stepwise manner. Okay, determine how through simple use cases you can connect with the audience, and then once your customer base, your consumer base or retail base is increasing, then you give them access to more use cases. That ways you kind of truly get the network effect going, rather than starting up day one with all the use cases for any users, because it could just overwhelm anyone as to what do you want to transact one and what does the brand represent from day one.
How do strategic partnerships play a role in expanding your reach and relevance, especially across such a diverse ecosystem?
Yeah. As any financial services ecosystem is, right, it is just not a one play show. Okay, you need the technology players, you need the ones that are dealing with the regulatory when it comes to reg tech. You need to kind of look into aspects connected to channels, and what kind of access channel frameworks are needed. And eventually you need to kind of get all kinds of rails. Okay, now, that could be banking rails, it could be payment rails, it could be card rails, it could be remittance rails. And then you need to kind of get that ecosystem with respect to utility providers, services providers, and merchant providers, right? And when you kind of have all of those mapped out, and go about planning what strategic partnerships in this broad ecosystem you're going to kind of connect, then you get your story right and you plan your growth journey accordingly.
How do you then ensure alignment and long term success in partnerships where goals or timelines might vary?
I think trust is important to be established as a founding principle in order to truly ensure that you create a win win situation for the two parties involved. Okay. And then you start off from there. And once you have that, I have seen more often than not that the partnerships are generally successful and lead to more partnerships coming along, which could be bi-directional in most cases, if not unidirectional.
How do you see the future of fintech marketing evolving over the next 5 years?
Oh, it's a great question. And look, there is so much going on in the fintech space. If I capture some of the buzzwords I have come across in the recent events I have been part of, simplified to single API use. How do you get the transactional cost down? How do you get real time transactions going? No matter it is payments, transfers, or even cross border transactions. Okay, and to connect to that, the advent of AI, the advent of digital assets, I see that this is what is going to lead us into the future in the fintech world as to how all of these in a combination will play out in order to ease the convenience, to ease the availability of financial services and accessibility of financial services, is how I see the industry moving forward.
Tell us a bit more about your daily routine. You wake up in the morning, how much of your time is taken by meetings? What time goes into emails? How does it look like?
Look, if I just talk of an 8-hour schedule, though it could be more than that in a job role that I have, I would say close to 4 hours are dedicated for meetings. And then I try to kind of work with teams for 2 hours and focus on what is communication related information exchanges that I need to do with respect to my emails and interactions. Okay. So 422 is my style. And then I kind of work and optimize it as and when I can.
All right. So the last question for you is of a personal kind. What would you be doing in your life if not this?
I think I have been 20 years in my career now, 13 of which have been dedicated to fintech. I would not want to think of any other domain that I would want to work with. This domain has kept me passionate for 13 years, and I hope it keeps me passionate for 13 more years. I am Pavan Bachwal, and I'm the head of mobile financial services at Ericsson.